Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Names Are Not Important with Mac and Free. And in this segment, we're going to talk a little bit more about the NFL. So he's been waiting on this for a while. If you can see him, he's he's been waiting to gloat. So I'm a shut up and listen and free to and just so everybody knows what we're talking about. What the Super Bowl is happening. For years I've been saying stuff like
while you do the soliloquy, let me give you some music in my Jamie Foxx voice. Here's a story of a man named Brady. Listen, he's groveling, folks. He's groveling. I tried to tell this man. I tried to save Mac from himself. But sometimes people are destined for destruction and they don't know when to jump off with the parachute. But I want Brother Mac to know right now, tonight, that as he falls, I will not catch him, because he deserves all this that he's going to get at this moment for doubting one of the greatest, one of the best to ever do it. And that is Thomas, I don't know his middle name, Brady. Yes, indeed. No matter how much talent, how much people love you, how big the contract, people still fear when number 12 is opposite the ball, leading a team when it's time to get it done. That's all I need to say. Mac, thoughts? Continue groveling.
So Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the Super Bowl. As you know, I thought it would be Aaron Rodgers in that game. So that happened. But, there are truths in their lies. Tom Brady is a better quarterback than Jameis Winston was, absolutely. The defense helped him win the Super Bowl. Tom Brady didn't make very many mistakes. I'm just going to leave it there. Like I don't want to say anything else. Like I don't look. They may win the Super Bowl next year. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe the league is rigged. I can't even say that with a straight face. So yeah, I think everybody knows I didn't mean any of that. What I just said. I could barely get that out with a straight face. I tried it though.
I want our viewers to see this. This is a sad sight, a sad spectacle.
Well, let's talk about the Super Bowl.
Let's talk how Mac has transformed. And usually when we think of transformation, see, I'm going preaching mode. Usually when we think of transformation, we think that people are transforming into something better than what they were. We feel that they will grow and become something greater. But we have witnessed here, family, Mac transforming into none other than Buck Nasty from the Player Haters Ball. Yes, indeed, he has transformed.
All right, so let's talk about the Super Bowl for real.
For thoughts, I'm going to ask for prayers that Mac can be revived from the state of hatred. And you see that cup that he sips from is full of haterade. I digress.
So in figures released Tuesday morning by CBS Sports, the big game had a total audience of 96.4 million viewers on CBS and a bundle of platforms and outlets according to Nielsen. So it was the lowest viewership in more than a decade for the Super Bowl. I don't know why that would be. There are more people at home, but it was because I think this year would have been a year you would think that more people would not be convening at a place to celebrate and watch the Super Bowl. We had less of that for obvious reasons. I'm sick of giving COVID our airtime, but it's COVID. Like I don't that it's holding everybody else up. Like it's I will say this, by the third quarter I had changed it. Well, I can't even say I changed the channel. I was asleep by the third quarter. And that has everything to do with me being 42 and I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. So 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'm no more good most of the time. But what do you think may have changed the number of viewers this year?
I'm not for certain, but I think they've been losing ratings the past couple years, if I'm not mistaken. But
They have.
honestly, one thing the Super Bowl is known for is those of us that are not in attendance, the Super Bowl parties. I think that has a lot to do with it. I think just the fact that there's just so much else going on. We had so much going on in our nation. Some things have been put on the back burner. Like for me, for instance, I used to be an avid college football watcher, sports, but I've even kind of scaled back from watching as many sports and keeping up with it like I used to. I still try to read stuff and watch certain takes on stuff from sports shows and other outlets, but I haven't even been on it as much, just lack of better term. So, I think it's just the way things are going throughout this thing. You have more time with family at home. So I know a lot of families might be choosing to do stuff together during these times because they may not have had the time before for whatever reason. So I think it's just one of those things that you just can't, actually put a name on it, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been losing sight of the Super Bowl. There hadn't been very many good ones. And that's just not over the last few years where a lot of the viewership pretty sure has to, the dumping of it has to be politically motivated for some. We live in a divisive country, and if the NFL's doing something that some people don't agree with, then they feel like, hey, look, we're not gonna watch you. We blacked it out for a little while. So for years actually, and to be honest with you, it wasn't that hard. So that may be some of it, but the historical reality is really no surprise when you look at it.